Okay, I think we're about ready to start. There we go. Mic's working. Okay. Alright, Castlevania 4 tonight. I should probably update that thing that tells people what I'm playing to say that it's Castlevania 4. There it is. Okay. Set to Super Castlevania 4 now. It should be updating here soon. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for a couple people to get in here at least. So yeah, and in case you're wondering where this game falls timeline-wise, because, you know, 3 was a prequel, 1's the base game, and then 2's the sequel. This one's a remake of 1, oddly enough. So it's going to feature Simon, and it's his initial journey to the castle, remixed quite a bit. So we're going to be seeing a lot of new stuff here. Okay. Get comfortable here. Flick up the Retron real quick. There we go. Alright. Just go ahead and let the opening scroll real quick. Okay. Not really sure how the audio's doing, so we'll see. I'll just go ahead and let the opening scroll here. Audio's fine, good to hear. Sounds good? Good. Okay. I really like how it scrolls this slowly. Every 100 years, the forces of good mysteriously start to weaken, thus the power of Dracula starts to revive itself. This is like a big piece of the lore that they ignore all the time. His power grows stronger and stronger every 100 years. Basically, the idea is that it's a cycle. Every 100 years, Dracula revives himself at full power. They make a bunch of caveats later so they can insert a bunch of games into random points in the timeline and still have Dracula as the final boss. Dracula has survived many times, however, his sinister actions have been consistently thwarted by the Belmont family. It's been 100 years since the last confrontation between Dracula and the Belmont family, but now the serenity of Transylvania is being threatened by destructive forces. Gotta love these opening text scrolls. Scrolls? On a dark and eerie night, Dracula rose from his grave to unleash his destructive power over the countryside. Only the countryside? Lame. At least hit the big cities. Come on, Dracula. Once again, Simon Belmont is called upon to destroy Dracula. I'm sorry, Simon Belmont specifically? With only his whip and courage, he sets out to restore peace to Transylvania. I don't exactly know what years Simon lived. I don't know which cycle this is. According to the Castlevania wiki, he lived in 1691. And Simon's Quest is 1692. Or 98. So, you unlock True Area 53. The extra boss is actually pretty fun, despite the pain of reaching. You've been playing Advanced 3 now. Well, that's good to hear. I've heard Advanced 3 isn't quite as good. So, tell me what you think of it. I've never finished that one. Speaking of quality of games, this is considered to be the best Classicvania by a lot of people for a large number of reasons. I'm just gonna let this opening sort of speak for itself. First off, moonwalking. Best song in the fucking series right here. Level design got worse? Yeah, I can agree with that. Advanced 3's never really been my favorite. Anyways, talking about the new stuff in this game, well, clearly, the soundtrack is just the best. Multi-directional whipping is now a thing. And on top of that, here, once I get up here, we can just kind of hold the button and do this. Which is, pretty fucking fantastic, if you ask me. Sub-weapons are no longer up, like, plus attack. They are the right shoulder button. It's just so many quality of life improvements over what's already here. Oh, come on. And this game is still going to kick my ass. There we go. Team mechanic is pretty interesting in Advanced 3, at least. It's a shame that the physics were made harder to work with. Yeah, I never really used it throughout the one playthrough of that game that I tried to do. And I didn't even know it was a thing, because the game doesn't mention it anywhere, and I didn't have the manual. So I look up, like, reviews of the game and stuff later, you know. I think the Some Call Me Johnny review is the one that tipped me off to it. And I was like, oh, this is here? It's got a decent normal final boss, better than Advanced 2's final boss. That's good to hear. The true final boss of that game is supposed to be, like, the best one out of the Advanced trilogy. By the way, as of this point in the series, this is when enemies start getting, like, really recognizable names, because they start pulling from these games to get enemies into the Metroidvanias. So those, like, clumps of weed dudes are called Une or Un. These horse heads are just referred to as ghosts in the games that they're in. As for known aggression, we'll be honest, I likely end up looking at channel locations. That's what we'll be doing on stream, too. No Medusa heads? Alright, guess they're done. It's so weird going from Castlevania 3, which is one of the most stiff video games I have ever played in my entire life, straight for this game, which controls very fluidly. Anyways, first boss time. Skeleton horse. Because, of course. There we go. Pretty excited for that boss. The only thing I know is it's another supersonic fight. Well, good luck to you. I would love to hear your impression on it once you get there. We'll be doing Sonic streams for the next couple of days, so that'll be a perfect time period to be discussing that. I'll be discussing it, of course, with minor spoilers, because that's one of the only games in the franchise that I plan on, or the Advanced franchise, that I plan on, like, trying to get the actual final boss on stream. The others just seem like, huge messes, and I'm not entirely certain I want to, subject everybody to that. Anyways, stage 2. Luckily, these games normally don't have a whole lot of BS leading towards weird, fake final bosses and early credits runs and stuff like that. I say with Symphony of the Night on the horizon. True Area 53 is the closest the series ever gets to a bullet hell. That's good. Look at this. The screen can scroll up and down at the same time. Something the NES games literally just don't have. Except for Castlevania 2. Pretty sure Castlevania 1 doesn't have any form of vertical scrolling. These little hedgehog dudes never really come back, I've noticed. I'm really looking forward to the Game Boy Advance game so I can show off the bestiary and make everyone realize how not creatively named these enemies are. Because a lot of them are like bush monster, bat, crow. If they want to be fancy, they'll name something after, like, some mythology thing. But other than that, they'll just, like, name it whatever it looks like. Medusa! Pretty standard favorite second boss for the series, honestly. Now, interestingly enough, this does not end the level. The stages in this this game can go for quite a while. Sometimes not having orbs in them at all. Now, I do have a couple other questions for everyone, much like how I had questions about Adventure. So first off, I have secured a way to stream Adventure, Castlevania 2, not Legends. I don't have a way to stream that one yet. But, for the stream order, I'm thinking after this game we do Adventure. I've been doing practice runs of it recently. That game is fucking terrible. But, I've been doing a practice run of it, and then, Castlevania 2 on Game Boy I have yet to start. I figured Adventure would be like a one-time thing. If we finish it, if we finish it. If we don't, whatever. Not necessarily the best game in the series. And then we do Castlevania 2 as sort of another, like, one-time thing, just so we can get these Game Boy games out of the way. After that, we will be on to what is considered to be, like, one of the best games in the series, like, right up there with this one, and that's Rondo of Blood. So, my question is, should we do Rondo of Blood, like, should we do the original and then also do the PSP remake? Should we only do the PSP remake? Should we only do the original? What's everyone thinking about that? I'm leaning more towards do the original for a little bit, show it off, and then switch to the PSP remake. Because that game is kind of, like, really brutal on the original. Thought the Medusa was the stage boss. That sounds like a solid plan, yeah. Okay. So, we'll do, like, one stream of the original, showing off what it's like, listening to his music and stuff. That's the main thing there. It was on the TurboGrafx 16 CD, or the PC Engine CD, I guess, because it never released over here. So, it has a CD quality soundtrack, one of the first in the series, and they do not let that go to waste. It's really good. Oh, wait. Okay, so level 3 here, this, like, cavern, is one of the first levels in the series that ever made me quit a game. I bought this game as a child because the AVGN review spoke very highly of it. And I mean, honestly, with good reason. It's very good. But, I was not good enough at it to progress far enough. Gotta love when you're typing something and your brain either refuses to, agree with typing it, or whatever other reasons you could have for just fucking it up. Like, I don't fuck up a whole lot when typing on my keyboard, but man, if you see me type on my phone, I cannot, like, get a sentence out without butchering some poor word. Like, to the point of, like, where it's not recognizable. Oh, shit. No? Okay. This is fine. Anyways, I'm probably gonna try to do the entire, like, Dracula X sort of, like, duology, I guess. Like, I guess it's a trilogy if you count Symphony. I'm gonna try to do them all back to back. Oh, okay. I jumped, but you'd never know that. I'm at a point where I'm gonna start blaming those on dropped inputs by the Retron. Honestly, I don't want to blame like most of the input dropping on the games, even though I know that they can be kind of stingy at times. Anyways, this part of the stage is the part that I quit on as a child. I was never able to do it. And honestly, like, now that I'm older and I've played through this entire game, and I get it now. I understand how difficult the rest of the game is. I am glad I did not make it past this. Because, holy shit. Oh, wow. That just, that's not the best candle. I mean, I didn't have a sub-weapon, so, like, okay. But if you already had one, it kind of replaces yours with the worst one in the game. Honestly, these knives are so terrible. I'm looking forward to the Metroidvania games, just so I can stop seeing them. I mean, maybe not entirely stop seeing them, but the later games give us a way to deal with these candles forcing sub-weapons we don't want onto us. Did I make that jump? Oh, barely! Okay, I'm gonna make a save state right here. Because this part can be kind of tricky, and I don't want to fuck it up a ton. Shit. Here, I took a very good use out of a knife. What's the Belmont Steel? The Belmont Steel is they try to throw the fucking thing instead of using it as a knife. So it's literally the same thing as the sub-weapon I'm holding, but bad. Alright, you guys ready for the really creative name for that enemy that later games gave us? That's a bone dragon. And we got another knife. Wonderful. Sexy. I'm pretty sure, so there is a video, of course, it's by Brian David Gilbert, it's part of Unraveled, where he finds Castlevania's sexiest enemy, and I'm like 90% certain that was one of the final contenders, the Bone Dragon. I don't remember what he settles on, though. It might have been that. There you go. You're allowed to say thought again. Why is it so against people saying thought in my chat? Someone wanted Skeletal Serpent, but Konami said Bone Dragon. It's like they didn't even try to name it after anything in mythology. It's just a bone dragon. The Belmonts name it as they see it. I love the music for this level because it's really jazzy for some reason. Okay. Yeah, every time Castlevania gets access to, like, a new kind of, like, you know, sound chip, they always make the best of it, and it's kind of wonderful, honestly. Like, the only games in the series I can really think of that have not great music are, like, the Game Boy games. And I guess there's a couple, one of the Game Boy Advance games that have that great of a soundtrack. Even then, though, it's pretty alright, as far as Game Boy Advance standards go. You can only hit these guys' heads, just like in the NES game, although, it's a little, loose with its hit detection, we'll just say. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm kind of amazed I'm not dead right now. Actually, you think there's, like, wall meat over here? Oh. Saw it in the thumbnail, never got around to watching it, though, yeah. I know it's in the thumbnail, and I know it's one of the final runners-up in that video, and it's kind of fucking hilarious. Oh, we are on the boss, believe it or not. I don't remember much about this one. I think it's a multi-headed dragon? I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. My favorite way of, method of guarding against, like, launch attacks like that is if you just let the whip drop, most of the time they can't hit you. I say most of the time because they can still, like, get your head. Okay. Nope. Alright. Oh! That's really far down. Okay. Alright, we got this. This time we're not gonna get bullied to death by a bunch of birds. That does not have a whip thing. Oh, okay. We won't get bullied to death by birds, just skeletons, I guess. Honestly, I'm kind of amazed it's not the name of the series. Bullied to death by skeletons. Because it's really the most apt description of what happens in these games. A poor, wealthy Englishman, I think they're Englishmen, gets bullied to death by skeletons until he beats up an old man. Oh, speaking of beating up an old man, I've been watching the Castlevania Netflix series. I'm only through season 1, and I'm like 2 episodes into season 2. It's very good. It tells the like sort of a remix story of Castlevania 3. Trevor, Sypha, Grant hasn't shown up yet. What is a Castlevania? That's maybe that's what they call the skeletons. Castlevania actually has a meaning. It means castles woods. I'm not sure which language, but it does mean something. It's not just like gibberish that they made up for this game. But for a non-Japan, oh, so the developers are weebs, but for a non-Japan company or country. My favorite, like, weird term like that is Westaboo. It's a Japanese man who idolizes a cowboy culture. Yeah, Westaboo. Yeah, it's amazing. My favorite thing about that is the lead developer for most of the Castlevania series, Koji Igarashi, is a Westaboo. He always wears a cowboy hat, like fucking constantly, and all of his games take place in Europe. Except for like 2 of them, which kind of come out of nowhere. They're weird. But yes, Westaboo is a very funny term, and I like it a lot. Okay, so stage 4. Typically, whenever I'm doing a casual playthrough of this game, this is where I stop. Reminds me of the French singer who really liked the sound of English but couldn't speak it, so he made a gibberish song he thought sounded like English. Those things, when you land on them, they spin. Pretty similar to Castlevania 3. If you can't tell, I'm way more practiced at this game than I am Castlevania 3. Westaboo doesn't even work. You gotta make it rhyme like Koreaboo. No, it's Westaboo, like with an A. Westaboo, Weeaboo, Koreaboo. But still, eh. Oh my god. That jump is really finicky. Sometimes when you land there, Simon will decide, I don't want to jump anymore, and just fall to his death. Nope, nope, like that. I love these xenomorph monsters that come out of the walls. They're great. You have to mash B during those sections. If you don't, you're not making it through. Okay, barely. Alright, here we have a boss. This one's very annoying. And also really gross. Barely. Oh, it's this part. This radiates creepypasta energy. It's Castlevania, what do you expect? Alright, so this part, you have to hang on to this thing. Welcome to Mode 7, motherfucker. Nope. Now, I was stuck here for like a really long time. Again, sort of younger me. I want to say I was probably about 15 at this time. And I thought, what, do I have to get into that hole over there? No. You have to sit here for a little bit. And then this bridge opens up. Alright, welcome to more Mode 7. We're dead. Oh well. Oh my god. I promise you, it lags like this on all versions of the game. Keeps giving me all these hearts, but I don't have a sub-weapon. kind of crazy that they were like, oh, sweet, we have 16-bit hardware, let's just go nuts. And they did. Hello, Jay. Nice to see you tonight. You're just in time for the best Castlevania. Arguably. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, okay. Alright, just because I don't feel like redoing this entire stage, we'll take the game over next level, but we are, like, right up against the boss. Nope. Fucking bats. And the rest of this level's pretty hard, not gonna lie. I have to go, like, in this part and wait here for the next thing. Maybe. Oh, okay. Very intense music for a part of a level without enemies. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. No, okay, is that possible? No, it's not. Okay, so gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about that. I remember taking this route a lot when I was younger. We'll see. I mean, that's certainly a bit easier. Do you have to go back over this way? Someone please explain to me, like, what in this universe is happening here? Okay, definitely can't navigate that way. I'll get crushed no matter what. Dracula invented elevators. Okay, I'll buy it. You know what? I'll take it. Wait, I probably have to go down there. That looks like an area I haven't been to. This area I know I've been to. Pretty sure this just loops infinitely vertically. What an awkward level. Oh, okay. Time limit's getting real thin here. There we go. Oh, that's fast. We have a minute left and no lives. I don't know if we can do this. This is the stage boss, though. Just in case you thought we were done with Mode 7. No. Oh! Oh no! Alright, load state. Oh fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna load state there. No thank you to taking a shot immediately when I can just go back 12 seconds and avoid it. Oh wow. Oh, fuck bats in this game. They have this really annoying weaving pattern that's just enough to stick them in the floor sometimes. There we go. We can actually skip that whole climbing section. That's, like, good. I love how they added moonwalking to this game. It in no way needed it, but they were like, yeah, you know what? He can walk backwards upstairs. Okay, am I the only one confused as to how I didn't destroy that fireball? Because I'm very confused as to how I didn't destroy that fireball. You know what? This is the best chance we're ever gonna get against this boss, so I'm gonna make a save state here. Castlevania devs. Oh, sick! Mode 7? Let's use it. A lot. But only for like one level. After that, we're no more. We'll take a death on this stage. We're getting close to the actual, like, castle. Oh shit, the stage actually takes us, like, inside. And there's no boss in it. Okay, I'll try my best to get in there, then. Oh no, it's one of these parts. Luckily, these targets are way larger, and I can hit above me this time. That sure was a death animation. Oh, I'm dead. Explodes. God, and killing the bird takes the flea man with them? That's so nice! There's so many quality of life improvements in this game, as opposed to the other ones. My favorite of which being, watch this. I don't have to commit to my jump arc all the time. Went out like two-player in Kirby. Honestly, I have legitimately no idea how you're supposed to finish Kirby's Dream Land 3 with GUI out, because there are some sections that he just ruins that you can't do. Like the flowers, he'll just stomp on all of them. I was considering doing like a Kirby-thon on here. We'll see. Once I finish out Sonic and Castlevania, which, to be fair, Castlevania doesn't have a whole lot of history after the 2010s, so it'll be pretty quick. We have one game that's been released in the last 5 years, and it's an old game, just that finally got localized, and yes, I'm waiting till the end to play it. Have to have something representing the 2010s, right? Like, man, the 2010s era of Castlevania is just, like, really depressing. I'm pretty sure the last Igarashi-developed Castlevania, you can play the game well or you can play it with co-op. Exactly. Alright, welcome to the castle, everybody. This is actual, like, Dracula's castle. And it's... I'm not gonna lie, I have my doubts as to whether or not I'm gonna be able to finish this game on stream. We'll see. Everything leading up to this point is easy. That dog gets back up. You can't trust it. Okay. Good platform placement. Thank you, Axe Armors. They got rid of the stun properties of... Oh, no. Bad situation here. Oh, well. They got rid of the stunning properties of the holy water to make it more balanced. It's arguable what it actually did. Alright. Oh, what? We gained a 1-up. Oh well, I'll let this animal kill me. Or walk away, sure. There it is. Kill me. Alright. That second dog is coming up, I know it. And it's gonna fucking hit me. One hit and I'm done. And this is only the first room, mind you. Anyways, back to talking about what I was talking about before. I was focusing a little too much. Moving forward, this game series is gonna get a little spotty. Unlike Sonic, where we're gonna be at Sonic for a good while, Castlevania is probably gonna be ending pretty quick. Most of the games are fairly short until we get to the Vanias, of course. And even then, there's only 7 of the Metroidvanias, which are like the main ones, and they're the only games that got released after a certain point. Which, I mean, granted, I'm not complaining, they're all super high quality, but like we have, I don't know how many more classic Vanias, not counting the portable games, because I haven't done a good count on those. We have Rondo of Blood, Dracula X, Bloodlines, Adventure Rebirth, and that's it. And then we have the 7 Metroidvanias and like a spin-off game or 2. Oh shit, it's this room. Welcome to the coolest room in Castlevania 4. Okay. Alright, now for another enemy that comes back a lot later. Not quite yet. I believe it's still in this room, though. Oh, shit. That hit me long after I thought it wouldn't. Axe armor again. Which, by the way, how the mighty have fallen. In all the other games, axe armors are like early game enemies. Alright, these guys, that floating orb is a ghost, and I believe the women floating around, they're called inconsistent things later in the game, or later games. One of the main ones is, Poltergeist, I believe. Okay, I was about to say, thank God wall meat. Nope. Okay. I'll take that death. Drop. There we go. Help. I love that they made an enemy that's like, its whole purpose is just like, it walks at you really fast. Nope. Oh! I see how it is. Oh my god, there's getting bullied, and then there's what this game does to me. As you can probably guess, because you can whip in all sorts of different directions now, they decided to compensate for that by making the enemies all much tougher to deal with, generally speaking. Best example is the goddamn poltergeist dudes, ghosts, whatever they are. Again, inconsistent names and inconsistent games. I don't believe for a second that those enemies are gone. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, neat. You know, honestly, with how, like, greedy Konami is, I am 100% fucking amazed they didn't whore this game series out to someone who was gonna make, like, a Dark Souls clone with it. Gonna be completely honest. Granted, they weren't exactly making any video games at the time, but, like, a Dark Souls Castlevania, you know, would have sold really well, and would have, like, literally been printing money for these guys, so... Oh. Oh, no. What? That's just, like, straight up mean. Holy shit. Yeah, in case you were thinking the first half of this game was looking a little easy, it makes sure that you don't think that for very long. I don't remember how many levels there are in this game. I do know that this one brings back the whole, like, Dracula's room is an infinite continue point thing. Which is so nice. Like, literally fuck Castlevania 3 for, I mean, a multitude of reasons, but the main one, that. Having to play through the entire ending of the game perfectly is so cruel. Like, the death continue point isn't even set to Dracula. There's no reason for that other than the devs being so mean. Make a save state here. After I get up to the second level! Oh my god. Oh, hey, we earned a 1-up. That's nice. Save state time. Okay, kind of really glad I made that save state. Was not paying attention, hold on. At least the X-Hammers only take like 4 hits to kill this time. Forgot the cardinal rule of the spinning platforms. Mash, jump. Oh, okay. I don't trust that. Okay? Well, save state time, in my opinion. Oh boy, red skeletons that take 2 hits to knock down? Rude. Think there's enough skeletons here? Fun fact, one of the later games actually gives you the ability to kill those things. Hey, why is that man, oh no. I have to duck under this. Okay, I remember that. That guy will, like, come to life and hit you if you, get caught in the red hands here. It's also worth noting that the red hands disable all movement. I'm pretty sure including attacking, so you really don't have a whole lot you can do once you're caught in them. Oh, like that. Like, literally exactly that. There's probably wall meat down there, but I'm not even gonna try. Oh. Huh. Okay. Ah! Holy shit! Oh, awesome! These guys! These are the ones I wanted to talk about earlier. These are ghost dancers. These guys show up in every Metroidvania game, so we're gonna have to get used to them. They're kind of like a room-filling horde every time they show up. They're worth, like, very little experience, so we'll probably waste very little time on them later. So I wanted to, like, talk about them here. They're pretty neat. In later games, they get really cool movement patterns that are, like, kind of difficult to predict. They can, like, separate, and they can do, like, more crazy dance moves. Ooh. Had no idea that was there. Oh, this is definitely a boss. Okay, we're gonna save that state to slot 1. Just in case I'm like, can't really do this. Oh shit, oh shit, it's this boss! I had a lot of trouble with this one on my first playthrough of this game, and I cannot explain to you why. This boss has some really annoying attacks. That one scene from Beauty and the Beast. I mean, yeah, it's pretty similar to that. Oh, I remember why. It's because they track super accurately. And it's really annoying because it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot you can do to get over them. Oh, fuck. Okay. How did I almost beat them before? Just sort of sat here and, like, wailed on them, right? Yeah, that's not working anymore. It's my favorite thing about Castlevania bosses. Like, wow, I almost beat them doing this one thing. I wonder how well that'll fare next time. And then you just fucking get bodied and you can't explain it. Okay, awesome. And we have 2 lives going into the next level. That's as much as it gives us when we continue. So, I'll just be making a save state immediately as opposed to later. I don't remember which level this is. I know that we have some really hard times coming up. Yeah, still nothing. Still don't remember anything about this one. Got spear armors for... Not the first time. I know we've seen them in Castlevania 3. I just exploded that married couple. Yeah, wouldn't you? I hate that these books are moving. You're just having a good time. They were attacking me with swords, okay? I was completely within my legal right to murder that married couple in cold blood. Sure you didn't whip them first? I'm certain. Besides, they're in Dracula's castle. That automatically, like, guilt by association, you know? I mean, so far, I have seen nothing in this area, like, that hasn't wanted to immediately kill me on sight. So because they know a vampire, that means they're evil? That absolutely means they're evil! Have you been paying attention? This whole thing is like, Dracula is evil, kill him. Guilt by association is a real thing in Castlevania. Replace vampire with black person. See if you would still say that. Okay. Library stage. God, I wish I remembered which boss this was. I'd imagine the axe would probably be pretty helpful in here. Ah! Oh no. Okay. I'm not getting that wall meat. There's... Oh my god, I got it! Careful with how I descend here. Winged skeletons and they take 2 hits! Konami, you can't do that! It's like they're Medusa heads, but worse this time instead of better. I guess they were never better, they were different. Ho ho ho! Oh wow, that felt not great. Oh no. Oh. I'm not getting that wall meat. Sounds like something you would say when the barkeep kicks you kicks you for carving a glory hole. Simon ain't getting that wall meat today, Simon says, drunkenly stumbling away from the bar. I don't trust that. I don't trust that at all! Oh, I was not trusting it for the wrong reasons. I swear, there's gotta be a way to get through this part without taking damage. There we go. Why was that dog so slow? The other dogs were not slow. Real reason here, Simon wants to glory hole Dracula's throne room, getting the royal cock. I've heard a lot of hot takes in my day, but Simon just wants to fuck Dracula is not one I was expecting. Calling someone slow is offensive. You're right, I'm sorry. That dog was mentally handicapped. Somehow that's worse. I don't know. Wow, the least they could do was give me wall meat for walking over here, and they gave me nothing. Oh my god. Fucking bonk. I can hit the mentally handicapped dog from here. Oh my god. Now I know that part of that. Those candles are not worth going for. I don't like that. What is in the carpet? Dracula, please call a fucking exterminator. Fucking Mr. Bonk Man here. You see, so the slow dog gets rid of candles. It's not really here to hurt me. Got it. Oh. Oh, I do not like that. Not one bit. Bad touch. Do not touch me, woman! Hey, her hand was destroyable. Ooh, we made it to a boss with full health. Okay. Ah! No sub-weapon, but full health. Ah! Okay. That boss pulled out that rapier and then didn't use it even once. What's happening right now? We have, I think, 3 levels left? Stage what, 8? It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, 8. Here, I'm gonna look up, how many levels are there? Super Castlevania 4. Does it say how many levels there are in the wiki article for it? The characters section is just Simon and Dracula. Like, it's literally just these two. There are no other characters in this game. What are you talking about? Don't really care about the music. How many stages are there? 11. There are 11 stages. So we are on stage 8 of 11. I don't know if we're gonna finish tonight. It would be, honestly, I'm probably just gonna force a continue here. Which, I mean, it's pretty easy to do. Continues are infinite, by the way. I should mention that. That is important for a later game, believe it or not, because they stop being infinite. Okay. Oh my god, it starts me with 4 lives. Okay, so we can't jump on top of this thing. We have to weave in between them. Yeah, we're in for some real tough levels, honestly, so moving forward. Okay. Wow, the game didn't instantly kill me. Impressive. That's almost like Mercy or something. Sending me forward into more misery might be not Mercy, thinking about it. This is another level that I really don't remember. I know my most recent playthrough was when I got my my SNES Classic. And that thing, we can jump on top of this one. And that playthrough went by pretty quick. Sort of like how fast this one's going. Except there was one boss that I just couldn't fucking figure out. And I just eventually, I just had to brute force my way through, and it took like 2 hours. Okay. This is fine. Yep. Can I not whip the little spiders that they shoot? Those eyes, believe it or not, they're going to be remixed just a little bit for a later game in the series, and they're going to be a staple enemy from then on, and somehow they're going to get more obnoxious. So, I guess we have that to look forward to. God, why are there no sub-weapons in this stage? Really appreciate one of those right about now. Okay. Oh yeah, I should mention those dragon heads that we've seen throughout the entire series here. I believe those are called bone towers later on in other games. Not 100% on what this game thinks they're called. Are you serious? Are you serious? No! Oh my god, this level is fucking horrible. Okay. So I can jump over that one most of the time, it looks like. I'm probably going to start save scumming this area, just so we can make some good progress. Once I get past, like, the point that I start having trouble, probably make a save state. Once I get up to it, I mean. Real method of injuring enemies right there. If they are at a really awkward angle, you can just hold the button and then start wiggling near them. Okay. Like this. I'm just gonna force a game over here. Man, this level is like torture. Start save stating for every area I get through without taking damage, because I'm finding that a big issue is once I do make it through here, I don't have enough health left to reasonably make it through the rest of the level. And the continue point here is set so terribly. That's fine. There's wall meat later, so I don't need to take, like, no damage, but... Oh my god, these fucking eyes, dude. Those eyes are called peeping eyes later, I'm pretty sure. And they are more obnoxious in later games, believe it or not. Like, imagine something like this, but it's rotating around you all the time. I mean, it doesn't have a projectile anymore, but it's always rotating around you. And in those games, you can't whip in any direction you want. Oh, that's something fun to talk about. A lot of the improvements this game made are not carried over into other games. Its dev team was pretty isolated from other Castlevania dev teams at the time. Because the TurboGrafx 16 game was being worked on sort of around the same time as this one. So different dev teams, different priorities for the series. And then they made Dracula X, which is sort of a port of the TurboGrafx 16 game, kind of. That's oversimplifying it a bit. But yeah, then they made Dracula X, which prioritized playing like Rondo of Blood, the TurboGrafx 16 game, and thus it didn't carry over a lot of the big improvements from this one, sadly. Oh my god, a sub-weapon! Thank you! Ah! Oh my god, everything about this situation is terrible! Fixed it! Please don't. Please no. God damn it! Oh! 8-1 is probably, now that I'm thinking about it, probably where, like, I stopped in, like, the playthroughs I attempted as a teenager. Because, man, this just, like, is not fair. Note to self, prioritize killing the fucking eyeball this time. Two hits can do it. I was able to collect one of those. Wall meat? Wall meat? Yes! Wall meat! I'm so happy to find a rotting pork chop. By the way, that's literally what they're called in the manual. Pork chops. I know they don't look like pork chops, but the game insists that they are. Man, I'm really sad I can't see my friend here in the background getting tortured. I can already tell this section is going to be a nightmare. Ooh, that's actually a really cool effect. Hey, look, we can see him now. Also, nope, I don't quite know what I'm supposed to be doing there. Oh my god, that bat comes out of actually fucking nowhere. Oh my god. Thank you for the good sub-weapon. Alright, I'm gonna save state here. Okay, so I can destroy these stairs. I really don't know why I can. This whole fucking game is like rigged. It's absolutely amazing seeing how, like, dickish the devs were. It's a good reminder that back then, devs were just allowed to, like, do whatever they wanted. No one on, like, Twitter was bitching about easy modes or, like, you know, whatever the fuck happened to Cuphead with game journalists. You guys see that footage? Where, like, the journalist was, like, playing Cuphead, and he was struggling in the fucking tutorial. And people were like, literally, why do we pay these people? Oh. Oh, okay. This is timed very, annoyingly. Yeah, he got stuck on the tutorial. Didn't he get stuck in the same section for like 10 minutes or something? Yeah, no. The section was like literally just, ooh, you can jump. And the guy couldn't fucking do it. And it's like, what are you doing reviewing video games if you can't play them? Like, yeah, no, you just have to bounce a bullet off of something, I'm pretty sure, is that section. And the guy could not fucking do it. Could you imagine if some of these classic Castlevania games came out today? Like, journalists would be screaming and giving them, like, 3 out of 10s. Like, I can already hear the list of complaints that they'd be using to disguise that they're, like, not good. Like, oh yeah, the game has no replay value, and thus I gave it a 3 out of 10. Oh. Okay, I kind of hated that section, so I'm torn between save stating for this boss or not save stating for this boss. I think I'll save state for it, but on a different slot. Ah! Bad. What? What? Excuse me? He had quite the challenge, you know. Crabhead is the Crash Bandicoot of platformers, shmups. Yeah, you're right. Guys, have you seen this new game called Castlevania? It's like the Dark Souls of SNES platformers. Okay, so he does have separate attacks. And 2 of them look really similar. Ah. So 1 hit gets rid of the clone one. Please no bully. He bullied. I'm kind of imagining Konami being like, man, you know what, let's do it. Let's make another Classicvania. And the entire internet being up in arms about it. I mean, not only because it's Konami doing any— Oh? Oh? What? What? Whoops, she's the boss? Yeah, sure, whatever, I'll take it. You know what? Whatever. Stage 9. I'm really hoping this game doesn't bleed over into next week, but if it has to, it has to. Whatever. This level. Oh, no! This level is one of the initial levels that made me quit the game. I had 2 main sessions for this once I got my SNES Classic. One where I finally finished the game, and another that was stopped by this level. Had to leave, a close friend needed someone to talk to. Oh, no worries at all. Real life friends definitely come before streams, like 100%. Don't feel bad about missing any streams here. I have all the VODs up if you ever need to go back and rewatch anything. The main stuff you missed was like all 1 level though. We only progressed through stage 8. Yeah, this level is brutal. I don't remember anything in particular about it. I just remember it's really like stressful at times. I mean, what level in this game isn't? Man, funny how that skeleton had the exact trajectory to launch me into that pit. You know what? That's worth a load state, honestly. I am in the exact position I was in before, just worse off, so... Okay. guess we'll discover why this stage is so infamous together. Saying Castlevania is stressful is like saying the sky is blue. Yeah, honestly. That's like one very consistent thing about this series. I think, with the exception of like 2 games, all of them are like backbreakingly difficult, honestly. Those 2, of course, being the Sorrow games, because they are so cheesable, thanks to that game's like main mechanic, which I'm really excited for. That game is so fucking good. So these things, these like gold piles have the same properties as the spinning platforms, where if you land on them fully, you get locked. Okay, that's not tall enough. No wall meat, okay. But yeah, Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow, the 2 Game Boy Advance games that, or one's a Game Boy Advance game, the other one is a DS game. The first DS game, actually. I want to say they're like some of the best in the franchise, but Dawn of Sorrow makes some really serious missteps that really prevents it from being as good as it could be. I mean, like, really bad missteps. Mainly, so it was a, not exactly a launch DS game, it was pretty early in the DS library, and, well, touchscreen garbage comes with the territory, which is why I'm gonna have some, trouble streaming that one. There is a mod that removes a lot of the touchscreen stuff, and by a lot of, I mean all of it. It's all gone. But I haven't quite figured out how to patch the mod in. DS emulation isn't exactly that stable, so I don't know. Patching ROMs isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world. Fucking knew that was coming. Alright. No! Oh, bad touch! Bad touch! Do not like that. Not one fucking bit. All of these walls should have meat. Come on, Konami. Even trying to find challenge level maps is difficult. Yeah, I've never, like, gotten a whole lot of them. I think the most I got was in, like, the first zone. Okay. I can't wait till we get to the advanced games, and everyone's gonna be like, hey, these seem pretty alright. And I'll explain, like, in full context, the conditions for completing those games. And everyone will be like, oh, alright. This is what I call bullying. Okay. Oh, hey, at least we're continuing from here. Let's go ahead and make a save state. Ironically, the first zone I found of the Chow was the final one. That is the zone that stopped me. I have never finished that zone. I've found it to be pretty hard. Mainly kind of gave up because I don't know. I could get back to it on the Retron here, but Not really the biggest fan of playing through Game Boy platformers. I don't know. To me, the Game Boy is just like not the best console for playing through platformers. I have a DS original that I could probably like get through the game on, but at this point, you know, it's been so long, I'd probably start a new game. I'd rather spend my time practicing the games that are like coming right up on the streams. Thought Ecutopian Advance 2 had bad level design, but Chaos Angel beat it somehow. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I have never finished that level, even using like I think it's Cream. I don't know. I don't remember if she's in that game. It might be Tails. Even using, like, Tails to, like, cheese it. Like, nah. Can't do it. Oh, well, we'll get there when we get there. I'll probably be using real physical cartridges for the advanced games, just because I have the luxury of it. And my regular Sonic Advanced already has the final boss unlocked, so... One issue is that Advanced 3's falling platforms fall too fast. Oh yeah, they definitely fall too fast. Like, it's at the point where, like, I'm pretty sure... I think it's in the final level. I believe it's Act 1, where you're falling really quickly, and you have to, like, jump off of it in time. And it is just, like, not possible. Yeah. You cannot see. I wish this stupid Bone Dragon would, like, be in a good spot. Oh well. It's Castlevania. It's not easy. Fully aware of this and accept it. They drop you onto one with no warning, and when you fall, not if, you die. It's true. Man, the advanced games would be much better if we got, like... Okay, hear me out, right? Sonic Advanced HD Collection. It's on Switch, it has no screen crunch, retains the original sprite work, so it's just the games but zoomed out a bit. I would buy the fuck out of that. Oh. Okay. Does this boss have any attacks? Like, real ones? Oh, fuck. This level... The safest spot is right under it, holy shit. I've been so paranoid that these little sparkly things would hurt me. I mean, can you... Oh no, when was my last save state? You know what, here, we'll save this to slot 2, and we'll see. When was my last save state? Okay, how far back does it take me? God damn it. Oh, well, looks like we're doing... Oh, no, not that one. Looks like we're doing that again. Oh, well. Hey, I did that with no damage. Yeah, fucking rip. I don't want some type of help for the Advanced 2 SP rings, like, at the very least, telling the number, which number you got. Here's, okay, if I were to make any changes to Advanced 2, just gonna leave the game on pause, because I don't want to charge through this level without focusing. If I were to make a change to Advanced 2 special rings, what I would do is I would take the special rings and lower the number that you need to get into the special stage. I wouldn't exactly, like, get rid of any. I would just be like, okay, you only need 4 of the 7 to get into it. The fact that it needs all 7 is ridiculous. Is this another stage that hasn't given me a fucking sub-weapon? I'm pretty sure it is. like, or at least carry the number of special rings over between levels, and you just have to, like, get the last one over and over again to retry the special stage or something. Because that is such a horrible system for getting into the room, like the special stages. This stage is really convinced I care about, like, score. When I guarantee you, knowing what's coming up, there's no way you're gonna finish this game, without getting a game over, which resets your score. There are some bosses coming up that I can only really describe as a nightmare. For Advanced 3, maybe make it so getting all the Chow in the act makes the key appear in the act rather than needing to 100% the entire zone. Yeah, something like that, you know? And as for Advanced 1, just give us multiple special stage entrances, like Sonic 3. That's like its biggest failing with its special stages. The fact that it's like one entrance to each, like, special stage is kind of ridiculous. For some reason, Advanced 1 is a really cute game to me. I can see it. It's like their first, like, modern Sonic, like, modern Sonic portable game, I guess, is the way I would describe it. If I could, like, speak. Okay, boss time. Now that I know how, like, actually pathetically easy it is. Because I know, that I don't really need to avoid half the things I think I do. Fuck. Okay, so it doesn't actually reach all the way to the bottom when it does that. I wonder if I can duck under it. God, this boss is so tanky! Oh, no. Oh, so now the coins they're dropping off hurt me. I wish it would pick one. Did I? Fuck! No! Okay, the moment I make it back there, I need the chat to start screaming at me to make a save state. Because, wow, forgetting it twice in a row feels bad. To the boss, you mean? Yeah. Once I get back to the boss, start yelling at me. Make a save state, because I won't remember. Yeah, all caps ready. Good. I guess while we're just walking through the same level over and over again, I could talk about some stuff that, like, it's sort of, like, on the topic of the game journalism thing, and I mean, this is just kind of in general, right? Something that really bothers me is, like, the way people talk about fucking difficulty in video games nowadays. Like, I don't know, to me, it's like, as long as the underlying game has good mechanics and is fun, you know, difficulty doesn't really come into, like, the equation a whole lot, unless it's, like, so pathetically easy that it's missing potential, in which case that's, like, a whole other issue. But more and more often I see, like, there's a group of people who idolize really hard shit. This is the whole, it's like Dark Souls crowd, normally. And then there's a group of people that, like, are like, no, all games, no matter what, need easy modes and shit. And I'm like, no, both of these groups are, like, wrong. And it bothers me a fuckload that this is just, like, what the discourse is like online right now. Granted, people talking about video games online isn't exactly, good, ever. People are horribly wrong at best, and, it's a circle or, no, horribly wrong at worst, and then at best it's a circle jerk, so... Okay, okay. Yes! Got it. There. No more. We're not repeating that level again. Yeah. Okay. What? Awesome. There we go. Fuck yes. I don't know, I might push through to the end of this one. I hate that the streams always go over till, like, fucking 1 AM. But, I mean, whatever. People are enjoying them, so... probably gonna try to push through, like, to the ending. Oh, he's doing that automatically, which means we're on the gap between levels. Awesome. So, we are on stage 10 now. We are almost to Dracula. And this level, I hate to say it, I really do. This is the other stopping point for me in this game. However, it does kind of have a really good remix of a theme that we've heard before. Yep, Gears. Uh-huh. Every game in this series has them, and it's always the hardest level. Always. Anyways, let's enjoy Bloody Tears while we can. I hate to say it, but Bloody Tears also tends to be a bad omen. Because it tends to play in these gear levels. Granted, Castlevania 2 is kind of a bad omen in general, so... who knows? Maybe it's just that. Yeah, considering it came from Simon's Quest. Okay, this is fine. Now that I think about it, did that game have gears? No, it did not. None of them. The first gears in the series, or the only gears on the NES are the final level in Castlevania 1, and then there's a couple of levels that have them in Castlevania 3. Other than that, the NES is gear-free. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure all those levels in Castlevania 3 but 1 are optional. So really, the only, like, problematic gears in the series on NES are the ones at the end of Castlevania 1. Which make me want to rip my fucking hair out, because those ones are so bad. It's less so the gears in that level, and it's more like, everything else is a problem. Because it's a small claustrophobic indoor area that you have to progress through vertically, which is not that game's strong suit. Oh, I'm making a save state right fucking here. It's not that game's strong suit, already. And, they're constantly dropping flea men on you the whole fucking time. And it's awful. And if you die too many times, you have to retry it from the beginning of the level, which involves fighting multiple of the first boss at the same time. What? Oh, okay. Didn't see that extra platform off to the side. I was just like, I'm sorry, what do? You ever get hit so hard you moonwalk up some stairs? I don't even know why this game gives me the knife. I don't think it does anything, like, at all to certain enemies. Oh! Spooked! Now, if I remember correctly, this stage has a boss that made me quit. Like, straight up, I almost never finished this game because I was stuck on this boss forever. And if you've played Symphony of the Night, you know which boss this is because he shows up in that game. Can't believe Dracula doesn't keep his gears up to code. You know what? Me too. I can't believe the only way to get to Dracula's room is to walk through a fucking clock tower. Not even taking, like, a staircase through it, you have to, like, walk through it. You're thinking of two particular bosses? Well, I guess we'll see which one which one is correct. You know what, this is a better starting point than, the bottom of the tower, so I'll take it. Basically, let's just say it perfectly exemplifies the difference in power level between Simon and Alucard. And offers a perfectly legitimate reason as to why every game from here on out gets easier. Dracula would probably go to a bat and just fly up to his window or whatever. He made it hard for other people because he's antisocial. Literal canon, by the way. That's canon. Dracula is kind of an antisocial weirdo who never goes outside or does anything. At least in his original incarnation. I can talk a little bit about the lore, I guess, because a lot of this is not really explicitly stated. It's stated through a lot of context clues in later games, but you never really know. Because Castlevania, it really doesn't care about its overarching plot. Castlevania is always about the people who are in its specific game. I imagine he's an evil vampire that turns into whatever it is he turns into. The Cookie Monster. He's the Cookie Monster. We're gonna call it like it is. He's the fucking Cookie Monster. He turns big and blue. Not in this game, oddly enough, by the way. Not gonna spoil too much, but this game's Dracula goes for a different solution to his issues. Anyways, I guess I'll go into a bit of the lore for Dracula. Dracula was a person, like a human. We'll meet him later in the series. He shows up in the games as a human being. Only in one of them, and that one's not exactly the most well-known. It's good, though. Dracula's story, Dracula doesn't go into the Cookie Monster because he's on a diet. You're right, I believe in Dracula. He can lose that last 10 pounds. Anyways, fuck. Every time. He used to be a human being, and then he was like, he turned himself into a vampire. Sort of sought it out. Anyways, he lived sort of, like, alone as a recluse. He has unbelievably strong powers thanks to a special object in the series that we'll get to later. Basically, the reason he's so strong is because... Oh! Hey, we don't start from the beginning. That's nice. Okay. Anyways, he's unbelievably strong because he gets his hands on this little MacGuffin thing. Again, that'll be later. And, from there, he just, like, instead of doing anything with his power, he's just like, okay, I'm gonna hang out in my room alone forever. And eventually all these, like, creatures show up, and they're like, hey, look, Christians hate us, can we, like, hang out here? You're, like, the exact opposite of them. And he's like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And that's how Dracula gets his army. Believe it or not. I'll make it one of these times. Anyways, and then he gets married, and he has a kid. That kid's Alucard. It's nowhere near the short time span that the show, like, depicts. Because the show depicts, like, literally a, like, 2-year time span in which Alucard is born and grows up. It's weird. The humans are bullies in this game. That's, like, actually part of it. This series is very fuck the church in its approach to storytelling. It's weird. You wouldn't think a series that touts holy water as a legitimate weapon would be, like, anti-church messages, but it is. Later on. That's mainly once Iga takes over, though. For now, we just have weird platformers with the stories being told in instruction manuals. Anyways, Dracula goes ballistic after that happens. After his wife's killed, his son is like, no, we have to mourn my mother, otherwise, like, you know, she's gonna be, like, unhappy with you or whatever. Basically, she wanted Dracula to not be evil, which, like, good fucking luck with that, you know? And, yeah, he just starts, like, destroying shit. And then when he dies, his soul is literally so evil that it can't stay dead. So every 100 years it revives itself, and that's, like, the gist of the lore of this series. It's fucking crazy. And none of it is told properly in the game. Oh, okay. Oh god, I gotta start save stating more often if we're gonna... Oh, fuck the spikes. I gotta start save stating more often if we're gonna make it through these. It's just Undertale, but you can only do a genocide run. That's correct. Literally so evil, you can't stay dead. That sounds like Chara, honestly. The game's incredible. I'm just sad the internet got to it. It's fine, yeah. We ignore them and wait for Deltarune. Yeah, until they get to Deltarune 2! We haven't solved the problem. The problem is, the answer is to go back in time and unmake Homestuck, I think. Just, like, make sure it never happened. You know, you'd think with them unsyncing the up button and using the sub-weapon, the Homestuck version of Megalovania is good. Yeah, but you gotta really think, like, what are my priorities here? Untarnished Undertale or Homestuck? The series is supposed to be good. Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't know. Oh my fucking god, I hate this level so much. The secret is to hold down while you're jumping. Anyways, yeah, no, I'd rather not read it, honestly. Like, that thing has more content than I can interact with before I die. I'm gonna be honest. Oh. Watch this is the run I make it to the boss. Yeah, plus it starts super slow. I've noticed. Where do I stand to not get hit by that? Real question. I get hit by that every time, and I'm not entirely convinced it's my fault. I had to give him several minutes of just the main character explaining the rules in his room. Those things take 6 fully powered swings to kill. Fucking ridiculous. Oh! I've heard more music though, and a lot of it's really good. Yeah. My question is just like, why go so hard on the soundtrack? I don't know. I'm glad that it exists, but like, it feels weird that a webcomic like that has... I think it's a webcomic. I'm not really sure what it is. But anyways, like, media like that has a soundtrack, and it's odd. Okay. Fucking save state. Every time that happens. Every fucking time. Nope. Come on, Medusa, spawn. I know you're there, bitch. I would really appreciate, like, meat. Wow, the hooks are actually, like, obstacles in this level. Screen froze the entirety of what you just said. I was just saying, I think it's, like, kind of weird, that the OST, like, an OST for something like Homestuck exists. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad it exists, but at some point, the creator of this webcomic was just like, yeah, anyways, the creator of this webcomic is just like, you know what I want? A fucking sick-ass soundtrack for this webcomic. It's sort of a webcomic with its animation and music, also spin-off games, and sets that add to the lore. It's a multimedia franchise. I don't know if I'd call it a franchise, but it's definitely multimedia. Wasn't the game, like, not great? It was supposed to be, like, a game that covered, like, the first chunk of the webcomic, and it was, like, I don't know, it either never came out and people were mad, or it wasn't good and people were mad. I just remember there was controversy about it. We've been in this level for so long, listening to the same fucking music, that the discussion has devolved to Homestuck. A series that I'm not convinced anyone in my chat's ever interacted with. Like, to any reasonable degree. Finally, A2! This is the boss I think it is, I swear to fucking God. I know they have games now, so it's probably just not good. Never heard of it, though. Okay, it's not this boss, it's the next level's boss. Oh. Mummy, my favorite. This boss is just like leaking fire. What? This boss is really weird. Anyways, seems like the Homestuck guy was active on the internet, had a lot of friends through that. That's how we got the Toby Fox music, they're friends. Maybe it was a chain of that happening that created the OST. That sounds about right, honestly. Ah, fuck. Oh, no. Ah! Okay, next time I'll take the death. Just because I want to be out of this level already. A2 appears to be just the boss. What do you guys think? Should we push through to the end of the game? The next level's the last one. But it's long and hard, so... I remember long ago watching my dad play this game. It's basically Dracula's got 3 guardians, each of them being a different brand of asshole. Yeah, all 3 of them are terrible. One of them's kind of easy, and then the other 2 are just fucking nightmares. Like, Dracula is not allowing anybody through through this shit at all. Oh, God. Fuck. I mean, I'll try to sit through one more. I need to do my homework at some point before bed. Yeah, that's fair. Just gonna wiggle near him. I think that's the best way to approach fighting this boss. Please, back off. No! Okay. Alright, he's gonna show up there, I'll go down here. This boss is so tanky! Alright, where's he gonna show up? This is wiggling the boss fight. It takes 2 to 3 hits to get him down even 1 notch on his health bar. Where's he gonna go? Oh, right back there. What an ideal way to kill a mummy, honestly. That was perfect. Oh my god! Final level, everybody! Again, important to note that, Dracula in this game, he gives you infinite continues again. Highest point of the castle. Make a save state right here, just in case anything goes super wrong. And finally, Vampire Killer plays in this game. Normally, Vampire Killer plays in each game in like the first time, like the first room of the castle. But no, this game decided to leave it to the end for some reason. Not complaining, it makes a kind of neat ender to the game. Fun fact, this game was part of the inspiration for Symphony. Igarashi was handed the franchise and told to make a game on PS1 for it, and he was like, okay, but I want to make it like something, you know? I don't want it to just be another Castlevania game or whatever. I'll probably just take another death and take on this stage at max health. Honestly, haphazardly throwing myself down that pit seemed to be a decent answer. Save state here. Anyways, he saw this game amongst many, many other Castlevania games in like a bargain bin. when he was like out at the store, and he's like, man, I want to avoid that fate for my next game. So he decided to devise a game that was like replayable. Thus, we got a Castlevania game with weird RPG elements, which were like part of like the highlight of that game, honestly. Having a bunch of weapons to equip and shit, that's awesome. Can I hit him from here? Barely. We're gonna be here a while. He'll touch it and die every time. There we go. It's worth noting, sometimes you don't even have to wiggle. Help! Help! No! No! Oh! This part's so fucking stressful. No, stop! Oh no! Alright. I remember this level, and I remember not liking it. I think I heard the Symphony's pause menu, as it appears, was originally a placeholder, but the final design was never made, so that's how it was. No one complained. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt that. Symphony's pause menu looks a little unfinished. Please. Got all of these vertical auto-scrollers with, got all of these vertical auto-scrollers with, pressure to make you go up faster. It's great. Symphony's gonna be huge for these streams, honestly. Like, I was expecting, like, FF7 and FF3, or not 3, 15, I believe, to be really big back when I was doing FF streams. Those aren't happening anymore. What I did of them is still archived, but, like, I don't intend on finishing those. Maybe someday if I really feel like it, but the games are just too grindy to finish in 2-hour-long sections each, like, a couple times a week. Which back then it was like maybe once a month that I was able to arrange time to be able to do them. God, how do you even do that? We did manage to beat FF1 and 2 though, somehow. I mainly blame the speed up key for allowing us to finish it. Nope, can't do it now. Holy shit, there's so much in this level that's just like, oh, fuck that up slightly. Alright, next life. Oh, those dudes with, like, their head in their hands are referred to as Dullahans later. Mainly in Symphony, but they do show up a lot in other games. Okay, so you're supposed to be able to press up to be able to jump onto stairs while you're jumping, and, like, it doesn't work. It works maybe half the time. Oh my god. Okay, that one just dropped me off of it for no reason. Like, what did I do wrong there? I was moving. What? You know what the entire Castlevania series reminds me of? I'm surprised you didn't immediately save state when you got up those stairs. Yeah, I'm save stating right here. Okay, so you just need to hold up and right there. Wow. This part's really nerve-wracking. Alright. I want to save all the lives I can for Dracula's Guardians. They are really tough. Okay, so those platforms don't actually... Oh my god, I can't believe I made that. Fuck. I'm going to assume there's gonna be meat. I don't know if that thing from earlier is still chasing me or like what. Honestly, I don't want to find out. More platforms? Yep. Ooh, well, meat. That's worth a save state. And then I immediately throw myself into a pit. I keep getting stuck on those stairs. That's why I keep... Oh! Oh, no! Trevor Belmont clone appears. I would cry. I keep getting stuck on the stairs there. No! What do I do here? You can't make that until that exact moment. Can I jump off of the stairs? No. Once you're on the stairs, your feet are fucking glued there. Oh! I have no idea what I did differently, but whatever. Whatever. Oh no. There. Oh no. Okay, everybody meet Slagra, the first Guardian for Dracula, and the first boss from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. To really illustrate the power difference between Simon and Alucard here, Slagra is easily defeated by one half of the first boss. Yeah, Slagra is easily defeated by Alucard, like literally one of the easiest bosses in the series right there. Simon has no such luck. Oddly enough, he's beaten with a very similar method in Symphony. You just don't have to duck in Symphony, so it's nowhere near as hard on your hands. Which, like, say what you will about this boss, it's actually really hard on your hands. You have to do it a very specific way, and you have to get your input timing proper. Otherwise, he's just gonna fucking, like, murder you. Like that. See, I fucked up for even a little bit, and he was able to get me. Slogger later becomes a minor enemy in Symphony, falling even further. Yeah, but he had his limelight here, so let's give that to him. Okay. Considering who he was up against, yeah, Alucard, kind of a crazy motherfucker in canon. He only ever surfaces like 3 times in canon, and every time he's always the most powerful entity in the room besides Dracula. The fact that Symphony even has a death condition is definitely not a canon thing. It's a gameplay thing. Sometimes he pokes me right away, sometimes he doesn't. SNES joystick, or D-pad, is starting to hurt. Okay. This is fine. This boss feels so inconsistent. I don't think there's any consistency to him at all. You know, it just occurred to me that Maria Renard shows up later in that same area that Slogger's located in. Like, she's at the end of it. Meaning, Slogger lets Maria past. Does she beat him? If so, how easily? Is he just weak now? Also, I was very happy, he shows up in the last episode of the Castlevania anime I watched. He's like a grunt enemy that they sort of dispose of pretty quick, but he gets like a spoken line, I think. I just do not understand that attack. In the Saturn version, she beats him technically, or rather she can. I get... Hold on, I'm gonna do a little experimenting with this platform. It's me. Okay. No sub-weapons, then. I know sub-weapons do not help with Slagra, at all. Like, even remotely. God, sometimes he hits me before I can even get through the ducking animation. Like, that's impressive, considering it should be instant. Maria's playable in that version? I know the Saturn version's, like, really weird. Getting up on that platform seems... Oh, God! Why? What is this boss? The 2-frame duck versus the 1-frame spear. Yeah, basically. He gives me so little time to respond to anything. This boss is so, like, cruel. Like, Jesus. I'm gonna... There is no avoiding that. Once he's decided to start doing that, you're just, like, dead. So I have myself in a save state where I can't avoid getting hit. That's wonderful. Ugh. Nope. Okay. Ugh. Please? No! I pressed left, and that had to be the one input in that sequence that the Retron dropped. That was the one. Okay, can't... Oh, God. I hate this fucking boss so much. I hate this boss probably more than I hate any other in this, like, in this game. I can't say in the Classicvania era, because, like, man, the Doppelganger is awful. But this thing is definitely, like, second place. I'm kind of happy he falls from grace super hard later. Oh, God, there is not a way to avoid that. There just isn't. You can't jump over it. It's just if you're in range, and the range is longer than the whip range. So, I don't know. Yeah, there was no way. Once I fell in there, one has to wonder if that was their answer to this boss's reputation. Like, guess what? You're getting revenge. God, it feels so good to murder this thing in Symphony. Like, now that I know what its original appearance was like. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to make it through the first phase taking less hits, I feel. The first phase is hard enough as it is. You have to, like, do the attack, come on. You have to space this shit, like, perfectly. Yes! God, it feels so good. Alright, eat shit, Slagra. Eat shit. Alright, what is this one's name? This next one. I did save state. Yeah, thank God, meat. If I remember right, you have to do this shit, like, all in a row. This one's name is, let me see, Gaibon. This is the other half of the first boss of Symphony. This is the more difficult half, believe it or not. Sounds like a Godzilla monster and looks like one. It's because he is one. This one is... he's inconsistent, like Slagra. He could be either a breeze or a complete nightmare. Oh! A little mixture of both this time. Show was milking that last bar, wasn't he? Yeah. No fucking kidding, holy shit. He did not want to die. Okay, making another save state here. A different one this time. Here he is! Big man himself! He's in every game! Only one meat after him. Yeah, that's why I might reload, just to be like, to give myself a better chance against death here. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So I'm gonna try to take minimal damage against Gaibon. Yeah, for the sake of ease, I'll make another save state right here. The hard thing about this is, if you can fuck up the up whip animation, like, really easily, and make it so you're hitting with, like, that less powerful swing there. And it's really easy to do that when you're, like, trying to manage multiple inputs, like, jumping at the same time. Should be fine still. This is, like, oddly enough, the stronger form. The other one only has, like, one attack that can be avoided pretty easily. Oh. Fuck. Okay. Load state. Notice that this stage has not dropped a sub-weapon. Ooh, perfect run so far. Oops. Here. There we go. Awesome. Alright, that's Slagra and Gaibon. Gaibon's the easier one, from what I remember. Or the easiest of the bosses before Dracula. If you ever want to prove that Konami hated its players long before later games, like long before this whole getting rid of all their devs shit, this is it, this game. Oh shit, oh shit, what? What is happening? Okay. When you get hit, like, your soul starts separating from your body. Oh. Ah! Kind of a random pattern there. This is the main moment I get to hit him, it looks like. Oh, okay. Don't expect to beat him on the first try. Honestly, I never expect to beat Death on the first try. Oh, man. At least the sides have a source this time. But why is he not doing that attack? Seeing you play this is reminding me. This game is really a work of art. Yeah, God, it's... This game is honestly one of my favorites in the series. Yeah. That's sort of all of the early Castlevanias. They all just kind of despise the player. I mean, granted, that's just not changed later. Gotta go. Good luck screwing Dracula. Thank you. Have a good night. There we go. Alright, we're on Dracula now. I made the right decision in pushing through, I think. Just getting through this game in one go is probably a good thing. Alright, I'm gonna make a save state here just because there's a secret here that I don't want to fuck up. You have to... Yep, there it is. Maxes you out on parts, gives you... Okay. It's kind of tricky to get out of there once you're in. Okay. This little secret spot here is so nice. Ugh. Okay. Making a save state because this is the best chance we have. So, welcome to the end. Trying to remember. I know I used to have this boss down to a science, but I don't anymore, clearly. You have to whip him and let the whip drop, but it's with very specific timing. Yeah, like that. I don't know if it's my SNES controller making the R button less responsive or like what. Another thing you can do, I'm pretty sure, is whip down the moment you jump over him. But that doesn't let you like get in any hits really. Oh yeah, he drops meat during the fight. He's a very kind Dracula, in comparison. Reminder that Castlevania 3 Dracula sort of walks in, says fuck you, and then that's it. You just have to deal with it. Huh. Thought that was a Castlevania 3 fuck you at first. No, it's a Castlevania 4 fuck you. Slightly different brand. Slightly different brand. Same result, honestly. Why is Dracula like a 40-foot tall monster? serious question. So he walked in, the first thing that happened was, okay, you're dead. Yeah. Honestly, highlight of the stream right there. As much as I act super offended at Castlevania 3, I did enjoy that playthrough quite a bit. Outside of the clone fight, like, that thing was legit painful, and I'm glad I never have to do it again. Oh, that thing just, like, flew off instead of giving me raw meat. Or orb meat? I'm here for Dracula's orb meat. Alright, no heals this time, whatever. Ugh. I was about to say, not even really convinced I need them at the moment, but now I am. Speaking of highlights, would you guys be interested in seeing highlight streams? Or, like, stream highlights posted on the same channel that I post the re-uploads? Because, I've been considering making them, but I'm not entirely certain if it's, like, worth the big old time sink. If it's gonna get, like, a view, and then, you know. I do think there's a lot of stuff that's happened in the streams lately that's, like, worthy of highlights. Especially Castlevania 3. Have that down to a good rhythm, sadly. There we go. Wouldn't mind that one bit. Awesome. I might start that with a couple Castlevania 3 streams. I don't know if I'll do all the streams as like highlights. Highly doubt I will. That was gonna be a plan back in the day, was to do highlights of specifically Final Fantasy 2. Because that game was hilarious to watch play through. I do not like how those enemies continue to fall. Okay. I don't need to pick these up. I kind of have the cap on hearts. So yeah, I'll probably try to make a Castlevania 3 highlight stream here. Probably somewhat soon. Can't really promise when, because, you know, school schedule and all that. I keep forgetting, gotta stick to my guns with that jump. As much as it seems like I'm gonna take damage, I won't if I hold the button. I also have to kind of do it with the right timing. Fuck. Doesn't work all the time. I have to be, like, the farthest out that I can be to still hit him. Ah! No, bring the orb back! I hate how sometimes they stay, and other times they're like, nah, I'm out. Sometimes he spawns 2, other times it's 3. way I'm finishing it this time. I'm probably just gonna reload. I will definitely be ending the stream here in 8 minutes, just because I want to be done by 1 a.m. If we don't finish it, we don't finish it. We just finish it next time. The stream's been going on for quite a while tonight. Granted, it's contained most of Super Castlevania 4, which makes me happy that this is like one complete entity almost that I can like set on my on my channel and be like, look, it's a complete playthrough of 4. It also means only one video to pull the highlights from. Because believe it or not, these streams take up a lot of disk space on my computer. They're only 480p, but they still total well over a gigabyte each time. God, I wish that worked more consistently. Okay, that time it just, like, straight up flew right up. Like, no chance for me to hit it or anything. Nah. He only spawned one that time, that's weird. God, he has so much health in this game. Like, this Dracula is beefier than any others I've seen. Not like physically beefier, of course. This one's kind of a twink. Okay, alright, absolutely making a save state here. I don't want to lose the progress we've made. Murder fucker Dracula time. Oh my god! Where is the safe spot? Right there, it looks like. Oh! No! We made it so close. Get in the final hit with the whip. Yeah! Feels good. This game is definitely held up as my second favorite Classicvania, being totally honest. Now about my giant monster forms, those didn't really work out, so I've decided a giant fuck you lasers are much more efficient. Little fun fact while we watch the ending here. That final boss theme is actually titled The Theme of Simon Belmont, and it plays at the beginning of the game too, which is wonderful. It's this beautiful little circular thing, you know? Yeah, thank you guys for watching. This was a lot of fun. Very glad I was able to push through. And finish it off once and for all. Very grateful for no internet problems this stream. Thank you, Comcast. Yeah, this game is really incredible, honestly. It's also one of the more forgiving Castlevania games, so if you don't know where to start with Classicvania, I highly recommend this one and some save states. Followed by Castlevania 3, or 1, honestly, because you're not going to find much easier Classicvanias than those two. One of the more forgiving ones. Yeah, no, believe it or not. The other games in this series do not get easier. In fact, they arguably get harder. Especially Dracula X. I've never finished that one. In fact, whereas Castlevania 3, I made it to stage 7 before giving up, that one I gave up on stage 2. Man, the credits theme is actually quite nice. Alright, so next time we have a choice. We could do either. We could jump straight into the Game Boy games, or we could keep the SNES and the 16-bit ones going. So, leaning more towards the Game Boy games, just because I want to get those over with. And then we'll jump into Bloodlines and, Bloodlines and Dracula X, stuff like that. Gotta update my document that I use to keep track of the games that I am playing through on stream. Castlevania 4 is done. Let's see. So, yeah, in my document here, it looks like we have how many more Classicvanias? 1, technically 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then are all of these Metroidvanias? It looks like it. Yeah, there's 7 Classicvanias left. I don't know if we're gonna want to do it like, do it all the Classicvanias and all the Metroidvanias, or I think I'm gonna like break it up at least a little bit. So, I don't know, we'll see as we move forward. Damn, these credits are actually kind of long. I do love SNES era credits, though. They're very nice. Simon is dead in that frame. Knowing this game's hitboxes. It's such a good feeling when you play through a game and like it holds up to the standard that you held it to for so long. It feels so good. Because I have held this game to a really high regard, like, ever since I played it for the first time, you know? With good reason, of course. It's got really beautiful graphics. It's got an amazing soundtrack. It's got really dickish level design, but at the same time, it's really smart level design, you know? It's like the devs knew what you were going to do in specific instances. And finally, that last little presented by Konami stamp. Yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. I'll see about making some highlight videos. Maybe this one, maybe a 3. Simon got sickled in the crotch. That is now canon. Basically anything can be canon when it comes to Simon, let's be honest. He's not exactly consistent. He's traveled the same route in 3 separate games, all of which are vastly different. And it does exactly what every other Castlevania does, and it just sort of boots us back out. Awesome. And yet again, I would just like to say, before ending the stream off real quick, that this was done on a physical cartridge, you know? I probably shouldn't do that. This thing was really expensive. Got this on my last trip to the Retro Gaming Expo, and it was, well worth the price, honestly. Owning a physical copy of this game is crazy to me. Anyways, yeah, that would be it for tonight. Tomorrow night, we are doing some Sonic Adventure. We're going to be doing Knuckles and Big's story. I put it to a vote... I believe in the my personal Discord, put it to a vote in there, and the majority of the people in there were like, we want to see Knuckles and Big for whatever reason. So I guess I'll just leave it off at that, and this will be uploaded very shortly. So good night.